Hello Stampers, it's Elizabeth and it is Saturday, December 2nd, 2023 and it is 8:01, I'm a minute late, p.m. and I am here with day 2 of the 12 days of Christmas. This is 12 days of creativity, the 12 days of creativity. I'm bringing to you 12 totally different ideas for the holidays. Could be cards, it could be little gift packages, and today is a really simple project. It is Saturday night. Obviously, I don't have a life because I am here on Saturday night, the month of Christmas, doing a video tutorial. But that's okay because this will be available for you to watch at a future time. So I have eyes on me. Welcome everyone. I will admit that I have a question into the platform that I use, because when I schedule something on Facebook Live, I expect it to create the event, and then when I go live, it will go live in that event, but it doesn't. It creates a separate post. So apologies, I'm just looking here. I do have my second screen with this sound turned off so that hopefully I can see anything that comes up. Emily, I see your name. Oh, Emily, you must be on YouTube because I can only see Emily's name when it's on YouTube. Cindy, oh my gosh, I'm so happy, you guys. I'm not the only one that doesn't have a life on a Saturday night. Thank you very much. I'm so glad that you're here live. This one is kind of for you, Cindy, because you had made a comment when at our last class that the little treat packaging that I gave everybody with the Ferrero Rocher in it, and you said, you know, I would never buy this, but I'd like to know how to make it. So I put that on the list of things to make. And it is so simple that I think I have 3 cut out ready to assemble with you, because they're really simple to do. And so I hope everyone's doing well. I went and got my hair cut today, so it had been a long time. Did a little bit of shopping. Unfortunately, I was supposed to go for Christmas shopping, but I didn't. I ended up buying stuff for me, which, okay. Santa came early for me. It wasn't anything wild or was clothes, which I needed. So I hope everyone's doing well. So I do have something to share with you from last night's video, because I was talking about the more glimmer paper, more dazzle paper, and how there was some that was that more real goldy color. I used the paper that was more champagne, and I wasn't sure what the goldy one would look like, so I made that card today. And yeah. And that's it. My girlfriend sent me a text message today and said, Santa Claus has left something on your doorstep. Didn't even realize someone was at the doorstep, and it was an advent calendar. So I started eating chocolates this afternoon to catch up with the advent. Okay, so let's get overhead, and I'm going to show you the 2 cards from the card from yesterday and how I recreated them. So let's see here. You know, I'm not stupid with technology, but at the same time, I struggle with technology sometimes. So here was the original card that we did, that's using the champagne glimmer. And then I used the gold glimmer with, I think this was Mossy Meadow cardstock, and I wanted to use up the real red that I had already die cut out. That I already stamped and cut out. So I wanted to use that up. So that is the what it looks like. So which one do you like better? So I still am partial to this one, but at least it gives you an option, because in the more dazzle paper, you've got both the champagne and the gold. So that is what the card looks like in the other paper. So, all right. Okay, so what are we making today? So this is what we're going to make. It's a really simple treat box, folks. Don't get excited, but if you wanted to surprise somebody with a little treat, put it on your plate, on your place setting for the holidays, and it's just a cute little box, and they hold a Ferrero Rocher. So they might hold a Lindor chocolate too, but the Ferrero Rocher fits really nicely into there. And when I had the class, oh, Emily, you use Evening Evergreen. You know, Emily, let me just back up here and get a piece of Evening Evergreen. I started to do that and I wasn't sure. Oh no, Evening Evergreen's retired. Sorry, is that the one that's retired? Yes, I'm just looking at my thing here. Yeah, Evening Evergreen's retired. So Shaded Spruce I pulled out, and the best green that we had was the Mossy Meadow. The Old Olive was too yellow, and the Shaded Spruce. But yes, Evening Evergreen would have been perfect. And let me just get out a piece of Shaded Spruce so you can see where I was coming with that. And the Shaded Spruce was really green, but I guess it would work as well. But yeah, Evening Evergreen would have been nice too. But I ended up picking Mossy Meadow. I thought Old Olive would look nice, but it was really yellow. Okay, so when I had the class a couple weekends ago, I gave everybody a Ferrero Rocher wrapped up like this, but I used the new bundle, the new Be My Valentine bundle that had this punch. I usually take pictures of stuff. I didn't take a picture of it, so I can't remember what it looked like, but it was cute. Cindy, it was cute, right? And so I'm doing them up now with Christmas themes. So this one has just a little tag on it with the Christmas hat. And these we're using, let me just get it out here, the Sending Cheer stamp set with the coordinating dies. And I think all of the ones that we're doing tonight are using this bundle. So it's basically a tag bundle, and you've got a stocking, gingerbread, a letter, a gift wrap, a gift package, and then for you too, from Open Me No Peeking, Sending Cheer, and then Ho Ho Ho, a face for the gingerbread man, and you've got some little elements here. So I'm going to be using those for all of these. So that's what it looks like. Here is one that I made using one of the other Designer Series paper, and you'll see there's the Ferrero Rocher sitting in there. Nice and pretty. All right, so get your pen and paper, and I have my measurements here, and I'm going to bring out my scoreboard. So the base of the Ferrero Rocher, and I've got 3 here, and I've also die cut out some of the elements already, stamped and die cut out the elements. So this is using, oh my God, the Berry Christmas Designer Series paper, and the box is, I'll bring it back into frame, is 4.5 by 4.5, and you are going to score it at 1.5 on all 4 sides. 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, and 1.5. This is the top, and it is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, and it is going to be scored at 5/8. But the trick with this one is you are going to, because we need it just a little bit bigger than this box, but not a lot bigger, we're just going to slide it over a titch. So you'll see how I'm moving it just a titch, just a little bit, and it's going to be 5/8. And you are going to, there, and you know what, I'm going to zoom it in for a second so you can see what I'm doing. Can I zoom it in? Come on. Sometimes it lets me zoom in, but sometimes it doesn't. Nope, not going to let me zoom in. So I'm just going to slide it over a titch, and it's like the hair, like the thickness of a hair that I'm sliding it over. And I'll show you why in a second. I'm going to slide it over a titch, and it's 5/8. And it's slid it over a stitch and 5/8. All 4 sides. And you know what? I'm going to do the other ones while we're at it. So this is the other paper. It's similar to this one that I've done already. And it's 4.5 by 4.5. And we're going to score at 1.5, 1.5, 1.5 and 1.5. I am using the fat end of the stylus. I find with the designer series paper, if you use the thin end, you can rip the paper. And then we're going to, this is again for 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. I'm going to slide it over a titch, and I'm going to do 5/8. Put it into the corner, slide it over a titch, just so you see a little bit of the gray on this side. Put it in here, slide it over a titch, 5/8, and then put it in the corner, slide it over a bit, and 5/8. And then the last one we're going to do is using this combination and 1.5. And they all have different tags. And 1.5. And then this one, slide it over, titch, 5/8. This is one of those things, and I get what Cindy meant by, I would never buy it at a market or anything, but they're so easy to do that you can easily make them, and they'd look really nice your Christmas place settings. Okay, I'm going to start with the first one. Here we go. And we all know how to make boxes. I am going to cut up, might be easier to see it on the back end. I'm going to cut up to the score line, cut up along the line to that score line, cut up along the line to that score line. I was surprised it was not busy at all today when I went shopping. Mind you, it was at 10 o'clock. The girls at the store said to me it didn't start to get busy until, I think she said 11 o'clock, but I was in and out. And now we're just going to fold and burnish on all the sides here. I like to cut first, then burnish. I find if I burnish first and then cut, I'm not cutting on the score lines properly. I hope that makes sense to you guys, but I like to cut first and then burnish. Okay. And now what I'm going to do with these two ends and these two ends, I'm going to notch it just a titch like that, notch and notch. Or I'm angling it, so you'll see how it's got like an angled on each end, and that it sits nice and even when you when you glue the box together. Boxes are fun to make. Once you get the hang of them, they can be frustrating, especially if you've got something that is an odd size. All right, so there's those four. And now I'm going to do the same here. And I'm just going to notch up. And up again. And I'm going to make a little angle notch, tab notch, whatever you want to call them. Like that. Okay. And now get out your old trusty glue. You can use your glue, or you can use tear and tape. And so what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to fold these two in like that, and then fold this one on the outside so that it's nice and you've got a nice clean edge on both sides. Like that. Okay, and I'm going to tuck this one underneath like that, and I'm making sure that it's nice and squared. That's why the burnishing comes in handy, and I'm going to test fit the end here so that it fits nicely, like that. And now I'm just going to put some. The liquid glue gives you some wiggle room, so it's not quite on the edge there. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to put some adhesive down here. Make sure you get the tips, the corners, and that way it's going to not peel back on you. I'm just gonna burnish it down here like that. So I don't think there's anybody on Facebook tonight. Sometimes Ellen comes on Facebook, but I see you both are on YouTube, which is a much better video. And we're going to do it on the other side. See how easy this is to put the box together? And fold that over so that it's nice and squared. And then the side panel will go up. Oh, there it is. All right. Like this. And that will look up like that. And I'm just pressing down to secure it. So you can't see it, but this edge here, can I see it? It's not, can you see it? It's not perfectly even. So I am going to take my snips and just snip it down so that it's not over the edge. There we go. Now I'm happy. Now I'm happy. Okay, so there's the box. I have glue on my fingers. Baby wipes. Okay. Now I've got the top. Now if I wanted to, which way do you like it? Do you like it so that the snowflakes are on the top? I just noticed this, or the darker is on the top. I think I'm going to go with the snowflakes on the top. And again, I'm going to burnish the edges here. I like the snowflakes. So tomorrow's project, you will need 5 Ferrero Rocher. 5 of them for one project. That will be something special. That will be for someone special, I should say. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing, except for this time I'm just going to put adhesive on each end. So I had purchased a box of these Ferrero Rocher a couple of weeks ago with the intent of doing these projects. And a week ago Friday, I was working from home and the box of Ferrero Rocher was on my desk. And by the time I was finished my working from home, and when I work from home, I usually work from home up on my desk here, which I hate because then I don't want to stay in my craft room, but it is what it is. By the time I was finished my work day, the box of Ferrero Rocher was gone. And it wasn't lost, it was eaten. I love my Ferrero Rocher. Okay, and now, if you wanted to, and you had little tiny bulldog clips, or I have these little clothespins from past projects or past Stampin' Up. So I sometimes will put them on there just to hold it and while it cures. But I'm going to take it off now, and you'll see that this will fit on here nice and, whoops, nice and maybe too snug. There we go, nice and snug. There we go. If I had have made it too big, it would be floppy. So this is maybe too snug, but it's nice and snug. And so it will fit a Ferrero Rocher like that. And I'm just going to close the box, put the lid back on again. Like this. Yeah, well, that is snug. There we go. I'm going to put the lid back on. So that is the one Ferrero Rocher. Now, I'm going to quickly do the others. This is like watching paint dry, but it just gives you an idea on the different type of look that you can get using this box. This one's really hard to see because of the lines. Like that, and I'll do this one as well. You could easily cut and assemble a bunch of these and then just have them ready to decorate. Oh, I forgot to score that one. I was missing one side. Curious, how many of you use the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the scoring blade on your trimmer, or how many of you use the actual scoreboard? Oh, I did not do that right. Okay, so I did not do that right. I did cut that. Okay, I'm talking to myself, guys. I don't know if I did this one right or not. I seem to have too many score lines. Okay, let's try this. Yes, I prefer my scoreboard compared to using the trimmer, the scoring blade on the trimmer. I don't know why. I'm a few people like that. My trimmer is just for my trimmer. And which one's that? That's the blue one. That's this one. So let's do this one. Put this one together. I believe there's another box that's coming up as well that we'll be making. So this is just one way of doing a box. And you could, even if you wanted to, you could do it a 12 days of Christmas type of thing, and you could put a little note inside the box. Anything that's a little small and little. I actually saw at the grocery store little dinky cars. They would probably fit into these boxes as well, and you could number them. Kind of late now because we're already starting into the 12 days, but. And you can see I'm not being very specific on how I notch these. You're not going to see it as long as it just tucks nicely. Cut this one. And yeah, it's hard to see on that side because of the plaid. Okay. Okay, there we go. And now again, the one thing, this is like a foil paper, so be careful about the glue, because when you get liquid glue on the foil, it's a pain to clean it off without it streaking and dulling the foil. There we go. Like that. And again, we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to dry fit it this time. Make sure that the edges are all good. And then a little bit of liquid glue. Fold it over, side by side. Make sure it's square. And then put the bottom end up. Cindy, did you and your daughter do the tags yet? Have you got them all done? There we go, like that. And there will, when I'm done this, there will be a playlist with nothing but these projects. So if you ever wanted to go back and look, it'll be on YouTube, the playlists. If you ever want to go back and look and be inspired, they will be there under playlist. I think I'll call it Christmas 2023 scoreboard. Oh my gosh, Cindy, you have 2 of them. Okay, you're a serious scoreboard addict. Okay, so there's the box, and then the lid for that. This is the one I think I messed up. But we're going to make it work. Because you know, it's just paper, right? And I'm going to score that under. And I'm going to hold that tight. I'm also going to be using the, I think it's called Simply Elegant Trim. Yeah, the Simply Elegant Trim, this stuff here, as the cording to hold the tags down, or tie the tags on. This one I think I've scored it wrong, so I'm not sure if it's going to fit. Oh yeah, nope, it's going to fit. There we go. I didn't let it cure very well though. I just put the paper clips, the clothespins on there so to hold it. And then the last one, I'm just going, this one is, I'm calling this more like the elegant trim box because it's gold. It's, I think this is called distressed gold paper, and this might be called joyful. This is really pretty paper. And like that. Oh, nope. Put that together like that. Oh, I've got glue on my fingers. Here we go. I have a baby wipe here, so once I'm done this, I'm going to wipe my fingers off. And this one, again, I did not do a very good job of trimming it, so I'm just going to, you can see the edge right here, so I'm just going to trim it down so that it's flush with the box, like that. Like I said, there's no errors, but you can always fix it, just paper. Oh, come on. Even my Tombow glue is getting clogged up. And like that. With all of these projects, the fun part is putting it to, is decorating it. And the last one I didn't get to the edge, and that's why it was curling up. Why I had to put the clothespins on there so that I could hold it down. All right, one more, and then we can decorate. So now, Cindy, you can go ahead and make these yourself and have them for Christmas. Or Valentine's. If you think about Valentine's paper, glue on your fingers is a sign that you're having a good day. Yes. And oh, and all of the tags are done. Excellent, Cindy. I'm glad you like them. And there was no stamping involved. We actually, our team, when we got together, we used that tag kit and made, turned them into Christmas cards. That's why I love the tag kits, because every year I buy tag kits and make them into cards. And one more, like this and like this. Got a wool sweater on today, and I have to tell you that it's warm in my room with all the lights on. It's really warm up here. Okay. And cleaning my fingers off one more time. And put the lid on. This one is tight. There we go. There we go. And that's the gold box. Okay. So the boxes are done. We've done 3. Oh, but I have to put Ferrero Rocher in them. There we go. One there. And there. This one looks good because it's the gold of the Ferrero Rocher matches the gold paper. Yeah, this lid, I trimmed it, or a little narrow. I should have moved it over more than a titch. I was not very generous with my titch. There we go. Now it's there. And then this one. Okay, so there are the 3 boxes with the Ferrero Rocher. Okay, so now what I have done is, oh, here it is. I've used the stocking for this one, and I die cut out on the top of the stocking. There is, oh, here it is. So here's the stocking, and there's the cuff. And so I used the glimmer paper from yesterday, or not the glimmer paper, the More Dazzle paper, and I used that. I thought it would be nice to have a little bit of glimmer there. And I am going to pop that up with dimensionals. I'm longing for the day, and hands up to anyone else that says the same thing, that Stampin' Up! Comes out with something like Dazzling Diamonds. I so miss my Dazzling Diamonds. It's not even funny. Hands up, anyone else is the same way. I really do miss it. Now, and if you wanted to, on the back, you can stamp the Open Me or No Peeking or the Ho 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 or For You or To From. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to get, oh, here it is, the Elegant Trim and put it on the box. Yeah, I long for some good old Dazzling Diamonds. I think I know why they don't have it anymore. It's not environmentally friendly. But man, there's still a lot of glitter out there in the world. I know I loved Dazzling Diamonds. Technically I actually still have Dazzling Diamonds, and I see all these projects on Pinterest using glitter, and it's like, I want to make that. There's a watercolor lady that I follow, and she does great cards just using watercolor, and she uses sometimes some glitter, and it's like, oh, they look so nice. And you know, once you start following one person, an art person on Pinterest, not Pinterest, Instagram, you start getting more and more in your feed. Okay, and I'm just going to put a knot here to secure it. Oh, Elizabeth. That's not a very good knot. That was not a good knot at all. So I'm going to take this off and do this over again. And I'll unknot that another time. Let me try this over again. I was trying to get a nice knot, secure knot going, but it didn't happen for me. There we go. And I want to feed this under here. Like that. I'm not going to use it as an excuse, but the fact that my baby finger is not working doesn't help. All right, and now I'm going to knot this. And you know, in the real world, I'd use my mouth. Anyone else use their mouth to hold it? Oh, it's going to do it again. Oh, no, there we go. That worked. There we go. Okay. And now I'm just going to feed this through here. And you have a nice little tag with your Ferrero Rocher. There you go. That's using the Berry Christmas. And with this one, which one did I use? Oh, I'm going to use the Gingerbread Man. Like that. And you know what? I think I'm going to use... I'll use the silver again. I'll use the silver. I was going to use a different ribbon, but I'll use the silver on this one. And on this one, I'll use the gold. And it's all knotted. I have a lot of this elegant trim. I love it. And again, you can put the ho 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 on it. And I'm just using, I just happen to have the sending cheer. If you don't have the sending cheer, I'm going to give you some alternates that you can use. Anything that has a tag, like you could use the All That Dies, and you could use this, you could use this. You can use the tailor-made tags, and you can use any of those tags. And to decorate any of these tags, you can use trees from the Forever Forest Dies. Even if you don't have anything that's Christmas, like the All That tags, they're not Christmas, but you can cut that out, punch a little hole here, and you've got yourself a tag, and just use what you have as a sentiment. So it doesn't have to be a snowman or a gingerbread man. You can use whatever you have. There we go. And there's the gingerbread man. And then the last one I used, here we go. I used, where's the stamp? I'll show you. I used the present. Then I die cut out from the same paper the bow, which is this one here, and then I die cut the whole thing out using this one, and I am going to layer that on top like that, but I am going to snip this off. I don't want this top on here like that. And I know what you're going to say. I'm going to actually punch a little hole here so that it adheres. Or sorry, I can put a string through it. And I'm just going to put dot, 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 dot. Glue along that. And if you want to, you could actually stamp on top of that. But I wanted to die cut this out. Like that. And let me just get a punch. Oh, I have to crop it out here. And I'm just going to use the small edge of the small crocodile here and punch something right in the corner. And then using the gold Simply Elegant thread. See, I'm tying it all together, guys. And doing this one more time. This might be too small. Oh, like that. Yeah, this is kind of short, but it's okay. I usually like to leave a lot for a long tail. This one, I'm going to improvise. I'm going to put a thing through there and then slide it under here. Like that. And just another little bow knot. There we go. It's kind of like crowded up here, but you get the idea. So there is the last one with, and you could tag with, again, you could stamp on there. And then this was the one that I had done with the Santa hat. This is the Santa hat, and then this was for his cuff, or the top of the hat. And then that one and that one. So there's the really simple Ferrero Rocher boxes, and they look pretty on a place setting. So if you have people coming over for dinner at Christmas time, you can all give them all a little treat. Or if you were really wealthy, you could put jewels in each one of them. I don't think so. So that is today's day 2 of 12 days of Christmas. I'll show you them up this way. So that's one. That's the one with the gingerbread man. I keep wanting to call him the snowman. There's the one with the gift, the present. And then there's the one with the stocking. All right, that's it. That's day 2. Look at me, 2 days in a row, I know. So tomorrow we will be using 5 Ferrero Rochers, and it's a cute project. It's for somebody special. These are for someone special too, but tomorrow's project is for someone even more special. All right, have a great evening, and thanks for stopping by, and we will talk to you all again tomorrow.